really recognize that's what we're doing because, we don't think I want this person to be dependent on me. But we feel good to be the expert. And so we feel good because our staff comes to us. But that's not really what you want. Because you want to eat bonbons in your office, or you want to do things that you want to do. And so if someone has been over your shoulder and you spend time with them day in, day out, and after 2 years, they still can't think independently because, this person who I worked with, this person I mentored long after they worked for me. And he would call me out of the blue sometimes years later. Right now he's a VP, a regional VP at. And out of the blue, he'd call me and he'd just say, I just needed to talk to you because I channeled you. I had an issue with my boss, or I had an issue with an employee, and I had to channel you to stay calm. I had to channel what you would do. I pretended you were having a conversation with me about how I screwed up. That's what he would call and say to me. Not always, but I'm saying he didn't need me in the moment when he was having the conversation. But he heard a little voice in his head while he was having a conversation. So I taught him how to have the conversation. And I would say to him, that doesn't make any sense. Don't say that. Why did you say that to the employee? And so that little voice in his head, while he's having the conversation with the employee, would register. 6 years after he worked for me. No, but that's what I'm trying to get you guys to think about. When you coach someone, and I say to you, when asked, how do you teach someone to think? You have to ask the right questions so they begin to answer it on their own and channel you. So I don't have to tell you what I will do. I would tell you, well, why would you do it that way? Tell me why you do it that way. What do you think I would do in that situation? And I would have a conversation with them. And the more I do that, is the less they would have to have a conversation with me, because they would channel me, or they will channel another person they work with, right? And then you begin to learn how to think on your own. That's how you learn empathy. You channel your parent who had empathy. You channel a priest who you were close to. You channel your godparent, your aunt, your whoever. You begin to channel people and say, my mom is not going to like that. I do that right now. I channel my grandmother, who's been dead for 15 years.